Hope that wasn't too loud. Okay, welcome to the inaugural recording of the Bits and Pieces podcast. The theme for this episode is sorta, kinda Singles Awareness Day, Valentine's Hearts and Hooves Day thing. And we're all here because we are single and have nothing better to do. Though apparently Minty was offered over Twitter to be somebody's Valentine, but that's just Minty.
Well,
That's Twitter. Yeah.
I mean,
But I
like,
found my love. My phone. Yeah, I found my phone.
Okay.
for me, let's just say, even though I don't get any love, one of my OCs happened to found love.
Okay.
So good for them.
Okay.
Jealous of them now.
Well, I am Comic Sans Pony. We have our co-hosts of Minty Root and Coolman Stan. They were previously announced. You guys can say hi, and then I'll mention why Unova is here when he wasn't announced at being in this podcast.
Greetings.
Minty?
Yeah.
You want to say hi?
Hello.
Okay, and the reason why Unova is here is because he was going to be in the spot where Minty is, but he was gonna be at a convention, but he got home in time, so he's back on the podcast. Say hi, Unova.
Howdy, everybody.
So yeah. So I hope you all did your required reading of Friends Forever number 25, because, spoiler alert, we're about to discuss it. Yes, totally fitting the theme of the podcast. It's the Friends Forever comic starring Twilight and Rainbow Dash, where they have to figure out what happened to Rainbow's beloved wings. See, I tied it back into the theme.
Loosely, but we'll count it.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty dark story. It's just like, let's just cut off Rainbow's wings and possibly tease the fact that she might not get them back. I mean, spoiler alert, she does, but
I wasn't under the impression that she might not get them back.
well, obviously, knowing that the status quo had to return to normal at the end of the comic, yes, she was going to get the wings back. But
It would have been a much better comic if she didn't.
It would have been a good two-parter.
Yeah.
No, just like ever again. All the Friends Forever, she just doesn't have wings now. Oh my god, don't remind me about missing limbs, guys.
Well,
I'm
it's
depressed. I'm already depressed from Ruby.
well, Unova, I hope you did the required reading.
I did. Don't worry.
So Rainbow Dash has to get her wings back from these three ponies that I swear the writer of this comic must have watched Friendship is Witchcraft, because they were using witchcraft, not magic, to get the wings. And it did bring up a good question. And that question is, did Twilight get her wings from some other pony, or were they actually her wings?
She got them from Scootaloo. Well, I mean, she didn't need them, so.
She got them from Scootaloo? Oh.
Take Scootaloo down a peg again. Now she's just basically an Earth pony at this point.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So and also the names of the villains of this arc were just really weird. I think like we had Zappy Hoof, Zappy Hoof, who continually like referring to herself as Princess Zappy Hoof, Zippity Hoof, Zippity Hoof, Zippity Day. I don't know. So, what'd you guys think of the comic? Hello?
I'm trying to make my brain just start. But yeah, it was a fun comic. I had some fun just reading their adventure. It was not that long. It didn't feel very complex as the initial. I was expecting something more like a quest to find her wings. So.
Well, had the comic been in the main series, maybe it would have had multiple parts, but the Friends Forever series is usually a self-contained thing.
But yeah, it was a fun read. Like, I had the feeling that it was just one of these adventures that they don't talk very often about. Just one of these moments where they don't have to save the day, they just have to save their things.
Am I live?
Sure that the conflict was not that hard to solve. They had to find one solution to the problem, but it was not really placing a dilemma between the characters, but it was still very fun to read.
Yeah. Also, am I live? I hope I'm live.
Yeah, I have fun.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
He's nuts.
So I mean, the comic it was a pretty good comic. I will say one of the better of the Friends Forever series, but that just sounds like me just talking in buzzwords. It was clearly one of the darker comics because there's actually because they say that they used 3 different spells to remove Rainbow Dash's wings. Like they essentially drugged her to knock her out. Then they used like a nerve numbing spell, and then like they cut off her wings with magic. And why I get the feeling that this person was inspired by Emma Larson. Just give everybody wings. Except in this case, steal wings from a main character and see if that works out for you.
I should think about where she's getting all those wings from.
Why didn't they try to steal them from Twilight instead?
Yeah, it would make more sense to steal an alicorn's wings if you're going to try to become a pseudocorn, as Twilight referred to them as.
Yeah.
Also, we wouldn't regret her losing her wings.
Yeah.
Also, not to mention, it would also insinuate that she still hasn't gotten guards for her castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it really that good as a castle? I mean, it looks like a toy from... Oh, wait.
From Hasbro?
Yes. Buy our Toys Castle, now available for $9.99 plus shipping and handling.
I mean, do they have a giant price tag at the back? Something that they try to hide?
I'm sure that'll be in a future comic.
I know. I think it's Little Shy FIM points it out often, but the castle from a distance kind of looks like a middle finger.
Yep.
Sticking it to the man, the Hasbro man.
No, Hasbro's sticking it to the fans, not the man.
Oh my God, you're so right.
Well, either that or DHX 2 Hasbro saying, okay, we took your castle, but we framed it and put just the right angle to look like a middle finger to you.
Yeah.
You're happy? Well, you're still gonna make a lot of money.
We got to have money.
So back to the discussion on Friends Forever number 25. I do have to say that the way they got caught is by these 3 blasphemous unicorns trying to become pseudocorns is just really stupid. It's like because they had to think like a different race of pony, essentially. Like Twilight had to actually tap into her Pegasi instincts that she doesn't have, and Rainbow Dash had to act more like an Earth pony. Twilight is just hovering in midair in full camo, but the camo doesn't help because she's just hovering in midair and casting a shadow, and then these magic nets just fall on them, and
beautiful.
Then they're stuck. Although I did say it was the ending was pretty cool when Twilight like pulls out this from nowhere, just pulls out this spell book, finds a spell that allows Rainbow Dash and her to both pilot one body, which the ship fix that could be written from that one statement.
Oh, I've already started. Don't you worry.
Yeah, because then.
I also like how she gets
from where she remembers that spell, after all.
What were you saying, Coleman?
I like how she gets out of the net because it's like, wait, she can still use magic in there, so it's like...
Yeah, it's like, I can use magic on the ground, just not the net.
That's anti-Pegasus power.
Yeah, it's funny. And then
And there was one panel where she talks about the Twilight, and Bonesh turns to Twilight, and she just replies, "Yeah, I hate my name too."
oh yeah, they keep referring to Twilight as in the time. And so it's like for the first time Twilight actually hates her name. Because they keep saying that they have to wait till to the end of Twilight, and there's the running joke of them confusing it with Twilight's name. And yeah, I mean, it was an interesting comic, kind of weird, very dark at times. I mean, they could have stretched it out into multiple parts, maybe.
Well, we could have some kind of comeback from the three who wanted to be alicorns, who tried to do something else. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's another one of those things, like, she just let the bad guys go. Sure, she took away their magic, which I had no idea she could do, and that's just a terrifying thought. Temporarily, she took away their magic and just let them go. I mean, they plotted.
That's letting them go. That's giving them a punishment and then letting them go.
So they're gonna get their magic back eventually. What if they try to become pseudocorns again? I mean,
they can't get their magic back unless they're well behaved. That's the whole point.
Well, all I feel like about it is simply just Twilight saying, "Oh, I'm too tired to try to reform them. I'll do that later."
Pretty much, but
talk about the Skylanders comic at the end here.
Oh yeah, I'm like, I guess they didn't have enough pages to fill, because there's like just a random Skylanders comic right at the end. It's just suddenly Skylanders, like a teaser for the Skylanders comic that must be coming out or something.
Issue 1.
Yeah, like they must have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They had 10 extra pages to fill in this comic that they couldn't add to the actual story, so they're like, let's just put an advertisement into this thing.
It's part of an arc, 1 of 3. Now we gotta get the
rest. They're drawing you in.
We want you to join us.
But yeah, my favorite part is probably when Twilight and Rainbow, piloting the same body, do a sonic rain boom. Although I will note that it looks more like the rainbow power colors than an actual rainbow. Like it's the main 6 rainbow instead of the rainbow. That was my favorite part of the comic. What was your favorite part of the comic, guys?
I personally like the stitching on a Rainbow Dash to show that she doesn't have her wings. Like, it's a spell, but it went and nicely stitched it up rather than just being blank.
I mean, it is for kids, so I mean, even putting stitches could have been a risk, but at least it wasn't blood and gore.
Oh, damn it.
That would have been awesome.
For kids. I like in the beginning when it's when Twilight just is pondering what to call the fake alicorns, like pseudocorns, then Raven just goes, whatever, Twilight, sumo corns, voodoo corns, then in all red text, close up on Rainbow Dash's face, I need my wings. I don't know if you could hear me through my apparent laughter at the description, but
if you look closely in the comics, the comic, there's one of the panels where you can clearly see that Twilight is under the net, and they forgot to draw her wings. I could just picture the artist. Okay, which one of the two lost her wings again?
Who? Apparently Brenda Hickey, who's the artist for the comic, with Barbara Randall Kessel as the writer. mean, I don't believe I've covered that writer in my reviews, so I think this is like her first comic, maybe. But I guess the artist just kind of messed up.
That's page 15, by the way.
For those following along at home.
Well, actually, that's page 15 on the digital thing, so it might be a different one in the physical
think
copy.
it's the same.
Well, is there any number on the site to?
Well, the pages don't physically have numbers, but there's a way I can access numbered pages. So.
I mean, I think so because it seems like there's no extra pages, you know. So
yeah.
I think it's about the same, unless you're counting from the first page.
Wait, is it?
Panels.
Wait, page 15. What panel? Oh yeah, the top the top corner panel. Twilight also doesn't have wings. You fucked up.
Another nitpick about the art. One of the last panels, you see Rainbow Dash flying, and you see the background behind. And you know when you skew a picture to give the illusion that you're going very fast?
Yeah.
They did that, but in the wrong side. Because the thing is that the rolling shutter goes from up to down to scan the picture in a camera, and as it goes down, the picture also moves. But they made it in a way that it feels like it's going backwards.
Well, Minty, that might just be because you're an animator, and so you see things differently. Because I didn't notice that.
If I, as an animator, can see it, why couldn't they see it as artists too? I don't know, maybe they don't use rolling shutter cameras. They use film cameras. I don't know.
Okay,
I
well.
won't complain about that. I will complain about the fact that they didn't try to remove Twilight's wings instead. But...
that would probably been a more compelling story, honestly.
I wonder if Twilight would have actually been motivated to get back her wings. I mean, like...
like, I don't know.
Whatever. I'm gonna go ask for another bear.
Like Celestia be like, Twilight, that was a gift. You lost the wings. Come on, Twilight. I'm disappointed in you.
But I thought that you could just move them out of nowhere. I thought that you could. I don't know. Just let me just. I'm sorry, Celestia. I won't fail you again. Except next season.
So,
that she's getting her wings back. She has little tiny wings.
Oh, God.
Yeah, when they're growing back. Also, I mean, technically they're regrowing the exact same wings, but is it possible? Like, wouldn't it be weird if they couldn't fly as fast? Wouldn't they have to be really disappointed? It's like, what? They can't fly as fast. I can't do a sonic rain boom anymore. Oh man, totally not awesome.
Thinking about that, you remember the potion that they were making to make an alicorn?
Yeah.
There were 3, and they wanted the 3 wanted that potion. With only one Pegasus to make the potion, they would have got some tiny wings.
I think they were gonna make the potion 3 times.
Yeah. I think what it may have been is that the leader was just going to take him and be like, oh, screw you guys, thank you.
Yeah. Probably. Like, it was like, I think it was Zippity. Like, the thing is, like, their names are random. Like, you don't really find their names out pretty easy. Like, you have to look through the panels for their names. Like, you find out Zippy Hooves, which is the Zippity Hooves, the stupidest name, and then there's other names. Like, I can't even find the other 2's names.
Yeah, I don't remember them, and I don't actually honestly know if they're in them.
I'm pretty sure they are. It's just like, I don't know. I mean, the fact that a spell exists to give a non-flying pony wings, which it still wouldn't work because their bones wouldn't be hollow, so they wouldn't be able to fly.
Magic.
Also, like the pseudo-sonic rain boom.
Yeah.
Seriously, that was my favorite part of the comic. Like, Jesus, I did not know Twilight Party could handle that. Jeez.
Well,
Well,
didn't she do a sort of Sonic Rainbow in was it Princess Twilight Sparkle or
No, that wasn't a Sonic Rainbow. That was a sparkling effect she used with her magic. Like, it felt, it was not like the visual spectacle that is the Sonic Rainbow that literally is connected to the pony as like they're flying out. What Twilight did there was just simple, pretty graphics, if you will.
yeah, I did mention the Sonic Rainbow that Rainbow Dash did while piloting Twilight's body, which again is a very odd statement. I mentioned that it wasn't like the Roy G. Biv rainbow, red, orange, green, blue, indigo, violet. It was the Rainbow Power main 6-colored rainbow.
Ooh, yeah.
but,
So,
but it means that Twilight got wings which are strong enough to do that. And the only reason why she cannot do that is just because
I'm in the middle.
as you
Hi.
using them.
I'm in the middle of a podcast. Here.
That's so convoluted.
Sorry, my grandmother just walked in. Say hi.
Twilight
My
and
friends.
Rainbow Dash
hi.
doing to do a Sonic Rainbow
What did you do?
is so badass. I don't
The button.
care. It's one of these moments where you don't care because it's just too awesome, and you don't even care about logic.
logic? We don't need this in this country.
Logic? We don't need no stinking logic.
If you try to advertise your logic in here, you'll be mighty disappointed with the results.
Can someone send Fuyo? I pronounce her name wrong all the time. A link to a link over Skype because
Understood. I'll do that immediately.
I have now if you hear music in the background on my end, that's my grandmother watching a movie that I just helped her get out of the case because she couldn't do it. She came in and I'm in the middle of a podcast. Recording these things live is fun.
We could have had a special guest.
We do have a special guest, Fuyo.
Like an unexpected guest.
Okay, well, so I guess, we can talk about the comic for. So, what do you guys think overall? Was it a good comic, a bad comic? I'm gonna listen to your answers.
It didn't insult my intelligence. It was fun. It was well drawn. There was not a lot of complexity in the conflict, but it was fun. So I guess it's one of these comics you just read to have a lot of fun. I don't know. I'm not used to read the comics, so yeah, still images really make me sick. It's like storyboards. Yeah, it's like storyboards.
Well, for me, I would honestly say, I'm actually a much more avid comic book reader, even though I haven't read, all the comics, essentially, since, let's just say I avoided some of the worn ones from comic suggestions. And, I would say this is more than average. Let's just say I consider it to be a good comic if I were rating it in my rating system.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the better Friends Forever comics for sure. It's definitely up there. I can't even think of one on the top of my head that comes close to it, but yeah, it's definitely...
The one that I just reviewed, the Flim Flam Brothers and Granny Smith one, number 9, was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, that one was, yeah. But not all those Friends Forevers are that good, so it's actually very surprising.
Also, 12 with Pinkie Pie and I think it's
Celestia.
Pinkie Pie and Pinkie Pie and Twilight was number 12. That one was a good one. A lot of board game references in that one. It was kind of fun. Also, number 13, Rarity and Babs.
I would consider that good. I would actually even consider number 14 to be good, from my personal experience. Even though the one flaw is that the two friends never really did much friend things together. But let's just say I came out of number 14 with a new favorite character from the comics.
Okay, well, we're not discussing number 14.
I was just only saying from like my experience, like what I considered good.
Yeah. Well, I guess that concludes our discussion of Friends Forever number 25, which wow, background noise.
Give yourself, cool man.
I'm not doing anything.
No. It's still hearing things from
either air conditioning, heating, or maybe a nearby computer fan or something. Anyways, that concludes our discussion of Friends Forever number 25.
I tried to switch headphones, and my new headphones had a mic on them. So trying to put my Yeti to the headphone mics wasn't a good thing.
Okay, so I'm now gonna bring our special guest of Fuyo into the call. And such. So let me just before I bring her, let me boop and boop. There we go. Now add to call. This better work. And we're waiting.
The waiting game.
Yep. Can we have an elevator room song?
I don't have sound effects. Oh, there she is.
Sorry, I had troubles with Skype.
Okay.
It's Skype. It's alright.
It's Skype. It always has troubles.
I'll picture you use that one.
So, yeah. Welcome to the first episode of Bits and Pieces, Fuyo. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong.
It's Fuyo, yeah. It's like Fu, yo, nah. No one said it right.
So, before I play the video that we're going to be reacting to, which everyone who is currently in the call right now should probably bring up that video in a separate screen and such. We're all going to try to play it at the exact same time. That's the only way I've figured out we could possibly do this react.
I'm glad
I have something that you could do all at the same time. I think it's called like Beast Sync.
I don't know. What I know is I'm going to be playing it for the people watching the podcast, and that's my version that I'm going to be watching. But everyone else is going to have to watch their own version, and somehow they're going to have to be at the same exact moments and reacting.
Yeah, we could use VSync. I'm pretty sure it's called that.
Or any like a watch together stuff, you know.
I used to use YouTube syncing thing all the time. You could just play with it's called sync video. Yeah, you just it'll be easier for everyone to like do at the same time, and you could just share your screen. So I
don't have that set up right now, so maybe I'll do that next time I decide to do a live react. But for this time, we're all gonna have to go to Fuyo's channel, everyone who's in this podcast, and bring it up in a separate window for themselves.
I mean, it's okay for you to like not have to set up for this week, but that doesn't mean like everyone else.
I'm not saying people watching the podcast, but people watching or listening into the podcast. There's gonna be a version of it playing in the podcast.
I know, comic. I was just only mentioning like everyone else that isn't you can like watch it on like the sync video thing that Fiona can cook up, and we can press play together so that the video is synced up to the podcast that is showing to everyone else. Meanwhile, we're watching it all together sync wise.
I don't need to watch it because I did it.
Well, don't you want to react to it?
I don't like hearing my own voice, so I'm gonna be like, no, the whole entire time. So, I mean, I'm gonna be watching it through like your views because I have the podcast up and but I'm not gonna be actually listening, and it's very short, but you still need to like watch it all the way through because of I have the vocals. It's incomplete, and I think I only have like about a minute-ish of it done, minus the 15 seconds that I have for the beginning intro stuff.
Okay, well, we are going to. I'm going to fade the podcast. So, is there everyone else who's in the call with me right now for this podcast? Do they have the video available to watch?
I can't.
I never got the link. I don't know. Just
Hold
post
up.
the link in the chat.
Hold up, I'll do it.
All right.
See, like, because I suddenly was scheduled for my job today, things got all messed up and I didn't have much time to actually prepare things before this podcast. That's why, for anyone who was around for the pre-show, why I was setting things up in the pre-show. Which, I think in the future, the start time of the podcast will actually be the start time of the pre-show. That way, everyone can see the pre-show, I guess? I don't know.
Hold up. I think my Skype is freezing on me because I just got the link. It's like, why Skype? Why at the most inopportune of times?
Well, I think I have the link open because I downloaded a copy of it so I can view it on my computer.
Okay, Skype, let me go.
Okay. So you guys ready?
Question. All you.
Do you guys all have it ready?
No.
Yes.
I have it set at 0 seconds, and I have it set.
Okay.
Oh, I think
Ready.
it's I'm in the wrong Skype chat. Hold on.
Okay. Now, first I'm gonna fade over to the React window. If it'll transition. Okay. And ready, set, go. Was that the Comic Sans font?
Maybe.
Welcome to Singles Anonymous. This place is for those who have problems obtaining their very special Sun Pony, including myself. No one try to call me back. Anyway, let's introduce ourselves.
Poor watchful pony.
Fuyona. And, Senpai daisuki desu ne. Bleh, fucking grimy yesterday. Senpai won't love me.
Hey, name's Dylan. I'm cool being single. I was forced to come here by some friends. They didn't even tell me what it was till we showed up to the door. And besides, didn't you know that Hearts and Hooves Day is just a gimmick created by big business to sell cards and jewelry? I'm perfectly happy being single. I have friends and I have a pretty active social life.
Well, aren't you
What
special?
more do I need in life? Really, come on now.
This part, so I kind of just put
The name's
wiggle up and
Unova,
down. I think that
and I
like,
basically live alone, devoid of much interactions with others physically.
Aw, poor Unova.
Even though I make a lot of friends online, I've never gotten a girl for myself.
Well, one of the key factors for dealing with this affliction in your lives is by unwinding and telling all of us what daily struggles you encounter while single.
Wow.
Let us start with,
Floyo,
you know,
wow.
you go first.
Well, just yesterday, I looked all around the chat rooms I frequent constantly. I look for interesting conversations to take a part in. A lot
Are
of
you
the
gonna
time,
finish
I
this?
struck gold. I just
people want me
never
to finish
take
it,
the
yeah.
initiative to be the prominent speaker in those calls. And then I see fan art of a ship attached to one of those who are partnered. Sometimes their partner also joins in, and all of a sudden I lose my tolerance for when they go goo-goo-eye for each other. I get so jealous of those loved ones, and how the
I do
guys
that
have already
too.
taken a lot of the good girls.
Don't worry, Uno. I feel that way too.
I just can't get a nice girl to take me seriously.
Well, not with that attitude you won't. Next pony is Fuyu. So, Fuyu, tell us about your hard fart battle against being
Hard fart battle?
It was a lot of bloodshed.
Singles Awareness Day. Who cares about this day? There's no point of it anyways. I wish they called it something else. Like, I don't know, maybe like, hey, have a great day for yourself day and have $10 every hour because why not? Something that doesn't have to do with love or whatever that is. It's just a self-conscious kind of quota that everyone thinks is like,
I don't
it's
know
the
what
best
quota
thing in the
means
world. We
anymore.
all need it. We need this in our life. This is what we need. We need them.
Just a
We have
random
to.
rant.
I don't care about it.
It's a random rant.
Well, that just happened. Should I rate her in now or later?
But anyway.
Yeah, later.
What'd you say, Unicorn? Look at you, son of a...
What'd you say, you know?
That's what I thought.
Nothing. Fine.
Oh yeah, that was me entering.
Yeah, I'm,
I have some sexy.
Ooh, another one. Introduce yourself.
Kind of
Also,
how
every
to,
pony sit
hurt
down.
myself.
Yeah.
Without hurting myself.
Great. Where'd that demon throw me this time?
I crashed to the wall. Unfortunately, she didn't animate that part yet.
If I gotta
I
stay
didn't
here,
add
so
all the
do
sound
you.
effects. I have some magic effects and
Oh, look at this
I'm
now.
Comic
Comic
Sans.
conspiracy.
No, fuck off.
Yeah,
Oh, easy.
I just come in and just start swearing.
Fuck you. Fuck my
Hey, I
life.
put
I
a
hate this
warning
shit.
saying there might
Singles
be foul
awareness?
language. Or
Yeah.
there is foul language.
I'm really aware that I'm single. Thank you for noticing.
You're welcome.
Just move on and talk to one of these other losers.
Hey!
Enough with the swearing. There are Colts and Phillies watching.
Yeah, there are bulls here too. Lighten up.
Let's just calm down
I
here.
like her aggressiveness.
We should know
Then
when
you're
to
really
stop
good.
using energy to mindlessly get into
Oh,
arguments.
just shut the hell up, weeaboo. Gen 5 is the worst generation of Pokemon.
Oh no, I
You
didn't.
just signed
Did you
your
just
own
use
death
weeaboo?
warrant.
Yes.
Prepare to get the blade, broken horn.
Every pony, there's no need to fight here. That's what the guy in the padded suit is for.
Oh, a fight. You hornheads are going down.
Oh no, stop. You interrupt this important meeting. Stop being violent. No.
Well, at least it's making some extra bits. You know, Donna, you're not helping. You want to make yourself useful? How about you help me turn this sign over? What? This is where I can make some money.
Yeah, the sign was gonna change from was it singles awareness?
Awareness day to like a anger management class.
No, that was the original joke. It became I think like Saturday Night Slobberknocker or something like that, like some fight club
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, Saturday Night Cyberknocker. That's what we went with.
Oh, okay. I didn't look at this the ending part for that, so I don't know. But
Oh,
I
but
could have done so much better with my voice. It was just I wasn't home alone, so and as time was going on, it was just like I had to do it with my family here, but I couldn't be really loud.
Okay.
by the way, like the two extra voices you heard in the thing were actually Secret Dreamer and Brony with a bow tie.
Brony with a bow tie,
Yeah.
a bow tie.
Bow tie!
It's a bow tie, man.
I thought you were talking about me. But no, bow tie, not bow. Better than bow ties.
Well,
Oh,
Minty, not every pony has a female OC. Okay, we all can't put bows in our mains.
I think I could try.
Not a
I think
reason.
I think Kraft would try. It'll make him look pretty.
There's nothing illegal with a stallion with a bow.
Oh, come
True.
on. My stallion would obviously look very appealing with a bow.
It would look fabulous.
Yes, it would. And make it pink as well. I'm going full in.
Well, with the React out of the way, which I gotta find a better way to do that in the future, but with the React out of the way, it is the audience Q&A section. So, questions.
Can you use that image instead? Please.
What?
That's a really old picture that you have up there. Really, really old.
Yeah.
I'd rather you use the vector that Golden Fox did for me.
Seriously, Golden Fox vectors are always A-OK in anyone's representation.
He did a really good job on it too, so.
Yeah. Gotta
Well-
give credit to the man who knows how to vector.
Well, if you had sent it to me earlier, I would have had it ready, but you didn't.
You didn't like ask or anything, and I said, "Hey, did you want one for me? I could send it to you," and you never replied.
I thought I replied to that. I'm sorry. Thought I said.
I never got.
Okay, just give me a second.
Time to destroy the illusion of professionalism. And
And that was destroyed in the first 2 seconds of this podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
Were we supposed to be
made it
pretending?
clear before that it's not professional at all.
Professional?
No, we can
What's
say some-
that?
Hey,
Well,
but
so yeah, it's audience Q&A. If anyone wants to, if anyone in the audience, if any of the 7 people watching this want to ask a question.
I think we already have a question. I think we already have a question in the form from Dominican King.
Oh, that's old.
right here.
Okay, well, the question, can anyone join this podcast? Technically, yes, but for now, I'm just keeping it to people I know. Maybe in the future.
Done.
And that was a short-lived question time.
Hold up. I think people are obviously gathering their belongings and getting ready for the bombshells.
I mean, there's 6 people watching, and I'm one of them.
Oh, I'm also one of them.
Okay, so yeah, there's some real people watching, I think.
Yeah, there's a few real people watching. I need to plan these things out better.
We got Nelson. We got Nelson giving us a question now.
Oh,
What
okay.
is the best comic from MLP that you've read? Well, I've read like 2, so the one we've been talking about today.
So Friends Forever number 25 is Minty's choice. Okay.
The only comic I've read was about Big Mac trying to find nails. It was a BronyCon 2013 exclusive, so...
Zen and Art of the Gazebo.
Oh yeah, Zen and Art, yeah, that one. That one actually I liked the Zen and Art of the Gazebo pretty good, pretty well. English, how do you use it? Anyways, okay, well, my favorite arc, simply because of all the references to Fringe, is the Reflections arc.
So surprising.
But I also liked Zen and the Art of Gazebo Repair. More recently, I liked the Siege of the Crystal Empire.
Ooh. I haven't heard so much positive about it, so good for you, comic.
Okay, I liked it up until the end of the Siege of the Crystal Empire. Anyways, I'll get into that when I eventually review that comic arc, which is gonna be like, I mean, no promises. I want that to be like, it's gonna be a giant hour-long multi-person collab special. So
It'll be a movie.
yes, basically, and because in my reviews, if it's just me doing the review, it's my 2 bits. If it's me and one other person, it's our 2 bits. If it's me and 2 other people, it's our 3 bits. If it's more than 3 people, it becomes our many bits. So it'll be the first and what?
It gets very, very expensive with you.
Wouldn't it be 4 bits?
Our many bits is more than 3 people. And it's going to be an hour. Because the reason it's going to be an hour is because I'm going to review all 4 parts of Siege of the Crystal Empire in one video instead of separating it into separate videos. Because if you combine the arcs that are 4 videos long, it's probably about a half an hour to an hour long video. And it's going to be like a bunch of other. I'm going to try to get a bunch of people together for that one. And it's going to be a team up of all the villains from my series. So Sans Serif and a bunch of other villains that have yet to be revealed. And then I'm going to use the pun in the title of the time hour, like HOUR instead of OUR. And the only person who I've officially confirmed to be in that is let me not officially confirm because it's almost a year away at this point, is Looney Turtle. No guarantee this might completely fall through and I do something different, but so far, like, Looney wants to talk about it, but that's really it. And that's the only person I'm going to really try to confirm for now because it's a year away. Anyways, any other questions?
Do I not get to answer?
Oh yeah, sorry. I
Still on, starts talking.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's backslash.
Comic Click's talking about comics.
Uh,
It's a comic relief.
Oh, Fiona.
The
that was
puns.
just priceless.
Okay, cool man. Yes, sorry. Yes, you can answer the question.
I know it's not in the popular, not the popular, whatever the word I'm looking for is, but I actually really enjoyed Lane's Trains and Cart with Wheels.
Yeah, that I mean, it was for me. It was okay. Could have been better. But if you've seen the Voice of Reason and Keyframe review of it, they just completely tore it a new one.
I don't know why. I love that comic.
You only liked it because Rarity was in it.
It's not even it though. Like every page, like that's the only comic that I've read that I was laughing at every single page. Every page had something that was funny.
Okay. So so Dominican King 340 asks, can he ask us advice?
Yeah, comics, you forgot about me.
You forgot about me too.
Wait. But for you, have you actually read the comics, or just like in general, not just MLP comics, other comics too?
I read some comics, but whoa, backlash! I hear myself. That's not weird. He said Nelson asked what was the best comic from MLP that you read. He didn't say like it had to be official.
True.
And I actually really like the comics that Draw Ponies do.
Even though they're Trace?
Oh.
Well, you know, he could actually draw on his own, too, right?
Yeah, but he didn't, and that's the problem.
Why is that the problem?
Intellectual honesty with his fans.
Well, the thing is that he said that his other comic, the one with Vinyl Scratch being a vampire, I think.
That's my favorite one.
Well, he said that he didn't trace in that one. So let's say, for example, that let's say that it was true that he would trace for some comics that he would do as a journal. I wouldn't mind. But the problem is that he lied, and I could prove by pointing on one of the panels of that comic with vinyl and a show still that they were exactly matching. So I got kind of mad because he lied again.
Oh, that's okay. I just didn't know that. Now that I know that, I do see the problem. Yes.
Yeah, well, that is a problem, but
actually, it turns out that. But yeah, it turned out that most animators who were used to show style could pinpoint where it was traced and where it was not. And turns out that nobody said it. Well, nobody mentioned it because they assumed that it was obvious.
Okay, well, ignoring the controversy behind Trace Ponies, Draw Ponies, Foya, what is your favorite comic by Draw Ponies?
the one that Minty was just talking about, the one where she's a vampire. I really like that one. Because I like vampires. Look at my OC. She's had Vampire Fox.
Yeah.
She's a freaking Vampire Fox pony.
Well, for a comic, for me, I would honestly have to say it's a tie between the Micro Series 10 and Friend Forever with Pinky and Luna.
Yeah, Pinky and Luna was a pretty good one, yeah.
And Micro Series 10 with Luna. Let's just say it made me a fanboy for Luna.
Yes, the Day Shift, which, if you've watched my reviews, that was one of two comics that I've actually not reviewed in my review show because it was reviewed by Jet Fever. So I'm like, here's a good idea. Let's take my non-brony friend who has the stereotypical red and black bad OC demon pony character, and have him review the probably one of the best of all the Micro Series comics. Let's just see how well that goes. He gave it a 2.
What?
he gave it a 2 because he does what he calls zero context reviews. He with no context leading up to it, he reads the comic and reviews it and takes points off for things that he finds stupid, even if they're explained through some other piece of canon. And so the only thing that him reading that comic accomplished is when asked what his favorite pony was in my Q&A video that I had for whatever subscriber special, when he was asked what his favorite pony was or who best pony was, he said Luna, and he firmly believes that Luna just battles monsters all the time.
Of course she does.
I mean, nothing shows that she doesn't, so she might as well. But it's the only thing that the him reviewing that comic accomplished is he became a sort of a Luna fan, even though he still was not a fan of My Little Pony. Yes, the best script editor I could find is someone who's not a brony, so he can tell me when I'm using too many memes that are brony related.
Is that what his job title is?
He is technically the script editor, though he has not actually edited a script for a while because he's been busy. But I should stop doing my reviews without getting them edited by somebody. I think a friend of mine did offer to look over the script, or he has people who he can have look over the script. Anyways, to questions in the comments. Sorry. Ignoring his previous question, I guess. Out of all the fan-made PMVs of 2015, which one will you say is the best of the year?
Can I go first?
Sure.
Because I'm a PMV fanatic. I love them. I say the best one so far is this one's, since it's actually fan-made, like fan-animated and everything, I say one of the best that's fan-animated that I like, in my own opinion, was from 9 months ago, and it's Strangers, by Mr. Cupcake. And then I actually, also like, there's a few others that I like. If I continue, listen, I'm gonna go back from years and years ago, but they're still so cool.
Yeah.
But I would say, the Boo-Hoo, I'm not sure, I think that was from 2-3 years ago. Boo-Hoo one, it's featuring Fluttershy. I forgot what it was called. It can't say her name. Assertive
Fluttershy, yeah.
Yeah, wait, that's a boy.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry. Yeah, but mine is Strangers. Actually, for whoever doesn't know, I'll put that in that one.
You can put it in. You can also put it in the comments of the stream if you want people to. If you want to. And anyways,
I helped them working on that while making Strangers.
That one.
Oh. You just did
I don't really watch many PMVs actually, so I don't have an answer to this one. I mean, as far as fan animations of 2015 goes, I liked I think it was Friendship is Violence or something like that. That one was kind of funny.
Yes, I love Friendship is Violence. Oh, I actually have a favorite PMV from last year. Animated James Beat It.
That one was actually.
Wait. And also another fun one was Winter's Fucked Up.
Yeah.
Do you guys know who? You guys obviously know who Ravi Spun is, right?
Oh yes, I know her.
They did the pony dubs, and my favorite one that they've done was Energy, and oh my god, I love it so much. And there's that too. And where's the rest of the link? Oh, what you have to do is just when you open I had to take out YouTube.com.
Yeah, the comments unless I post the comment, it won't let you put a link in the comments. It's really weird.
Yeah, so all I did was take out YouTube.com. Just go onto YouTube and put YouTube.com and then copy the
Did anyone watch? Well, there's another question, but did Minty and Coolman answer the previous question?
No.
No, they didn't.
We'll decline to reply to that question for one reason, and it's one of the other questions that have been asked.
Okay.
An error has occurred. Please try again. What?
Okay. Coolman, did you watch any PMVs in the past year?
I mean, not really, which is funny because it's something like I don't know why I haven't, because I watch a lot of AMVs, so like it's something that should be right up my alley, but I really haven't. The only one I really saw was the director's one of Awaken.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Although that wasn't made last year, was it?
I thought it was.
No, actually, it was in. I think it was in 2013. Actually, could be wrong.
Yeah.
A lot of the 2013 and the 2015 get really confused for some reason.
Yeah. Okay, so.
I watched it in 2015.
Oh.
So the next question is: did anyone watch the Lullaby for a Princess video? I'm guessing.
My goodness!
Yeah. Seriously, you can't even avoid that one.
I cried a bit. It was so beautiful. It wasn't crying because I was like sad and stuff. It was just so beautiful. It was so I love it. It was beautiful.
I did like that one too. I guess that technically was a PMV that was released in 2015, but
it's a Pony music video, so it's still a video.
Yeah, and that was some. It was also very well animated, except for the. I will say that during like the argument scene between Luna and Celestia, it just like
Yeah, but I guess that's their animation style. So I actually really thought it was nice. It's not show style, and it's almost show style, but it's not entirely.
Well, what I'm saying is they didn't. What they should have done for that part is animate some lip movements, so it looks like they're actually like arguing over with the mute, but you can't hear it because of the music. But instead, it just like they're just yelling one letter at each other.
What's the matter?
Well, I think the problem with that is that if they try to use lip sync at that moment, it would clash with the lip sync where there's actual words that are said that you hear. So
yeah, it would. So it would be better not to have it. That's why I actually really like that. Like it was like you could tell that they're angry and yelling at each other, but it's not enough, so you get confused with the actual words.
Yeah, actually, my problem with that part is just that you kind of don't see that much from Luna's angle. You don't see her that much feeling bad because she feels she feels she doesn't have the respect she should deserve. So you just hear with the lyrics that it happened, and I don't know. But it's true that the story is about Princess Celestia, not about Luna. So
yeah, it will be for like.
Oh, sorry. You could say it's Fiona.
Excuse me?
You
could call me?
Fiona.
Okay, cute. That's what I thought.
Nana.
But I like what I was trying to say is that for like people with like history in MLP, I feel like they should have put a little bit more Luna in it because it's the song is based for her by Princess Celestia. So having like more shots of Luna would be better because you wouldn't hear you wouldn't see just Celestia. Because if I went into this blind, not even knowing anything about the history, I would think everything is just like based by Celestia. You wouldn't know that Luna is like what she did and all that. I don't even think. Do you even see her turn into Nightmare Moon in it?
You see her. She's walking to Nightmare Moon, and you just assume that she turned into Nightmare Moon.
Yeah, it would have been cool to see like a
You know what it makes me think of? You know when you see Luna turning angry because she's not respected? If you go from an outsider's perspective on that, it feels like the Star Wars prequels. With
Oh, God.
All you need is Princess Celestia screaming to Luna, "This is over, Luna! I have the high ground!"
Bernardia?
From my point of view, the day is evil.
Bernardia.
I could go on and on and on about it. Or have Luna screaming, "Yippee!"
In the future, I need to actually tweet out the link to these things. I just couldn't figure it out, so I didn't do it this time. Sorry.
Oh my God.
That should do the trick.
Yeah, but hey, Coolman, did you see the Lullaby for a Princess?
Yeah, I have no idea what this is.
Wow.
Listening and trying to piece it together.
Okay.
I gotta go watch this now.
Okay, Zer, Coolman. Remember when I was showing you MLP songs and you're like, what is this? This is like real music on this playlist? And it was like this like orchestral piece. It's like it was Lullaby for a Princess. It's that song put to animation.
Okay.
Somebody give him a link and he'll watch it after the podcast is over.
Yes, and then you'll be indoctrinated into the fans. And Fuyona is already on top of that.
I have the link right here.
Hey, Comic, may I be the first one to answer Nelson's next question?
Yes, what thing in the comics would you like to be confirmed in the TV series?
Well, for me, Philadelphia and all the Dragon Town residents, especially Mina. Give me Mina! Mina.
Yes, we need Spike's. We need another love interest for Spike. Yes.
Yes, all the romantic subplots.
Calm down. Take a chill pill.
Calm down there, unicorn.
What I would like confirmed in the show is Discord as a CMC member.
Oh my God.
Well,
that would be so weird. Like
No. I am quite serious on that fact. In the CMC and Discord Friends Forever, I believe, Discord officially becomes a member of the CMC, which is then again referenced in Discord in Time. So I would like to see the bond between the CMC and Discord, even if he's not like officially said to be a CMC member since recent events, but since the CMC technically doesn't exist because of recent events. Anyways, but the bond has not been shown. The CMC are still kind of like, it's Discord in the show, and in the comics they're like, yay, Discord, best friends forever.
I like the next question.
Well, everyone hasn't answered the previous question, so.
I was gonna say, can I answer that one first?
Not yet.
I know, but I didn't.
Yes.
Thank you.
Minty, do you have anything from the comics you'd like confirmed in the show?
Well, there's one comic where you see clearly Princess Celestia saying, "Well, yes, I could have solved the problem myself, but Twilight will do it for me because I want her to learn."
Is that a fan comic or a official
no,
MLP?
official one.
Which one was that?
I don't even know. I think it's one of the new ones. But yeah, I think it's obvious.
I would also like the return of Queen Chrysalis and all the Fiendship comics to be confirmed in the show. Because maybe not all the Fiendship comics, but at least the Sombra and the Sombra and Chrysalis Fiendships. Anyways, Unova and Coolman, do you guys have something from the comics you want to be confirmed in the show?
I already said, remember?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, you answered first. Coolman?
Wind stealing?
Yo!
Okay.
That already fulfills Minty's requirements for this podcast. Thank you.
Okay, Fuyo, since you technically don't read the comics, any fan comic things you want to see confirmed in the show?
Vampires.
Same answer as last time.
Well, they did that in bats.
Yeah, technically vampire fruit bats.
Yeah.
Technically, vampire fruit bat ponies are a thing, but it's fruit bat ponies. I want actual vampire ponies. Like mine, except like actual
I know
vampire.
exactly what you want.
Yeah.
The sparkly ones.
Oh my god, oh my god, this person is the person that Unova sent the link to. I think he's right. There's not even a single token Earth pony in this cast currently. There's a Pegasus. There's two Pegasuses, Pegasi, and 3 unicorns. There's not a single Earth pony, not even as a token.
Technically, I'm
Just
half.
throw Applejack in there, it'll work out.
Technically, I'm exotic. I'm not entirely just full pony Pegasi. I'm a vampire. The only reason why she's a Pegasus is because vampires can technically fly, I guess.
Shouldn't they be bat wings then?
I don't like the concept of bat wings. For one, they're harder for me to draw, and for two, it's because she's pony, but she's a vampire, so that's where that comes from. But she's also a fox, so she has that random weird fluffy mix into it. So originally she was an earth pony because she was just a fox pony, but then I turned her into a vampire because I really, really, really love vampires after I read the Vladimir Todd series. Oh my god, it's a good book. But
there's your Earth pony.
It's covering the 2 Pegasi in here. It's covering almost everyone now. Except Minty.
My OC is also actually part vampire, but it's unapparent.
That hasn't been revealed. Spoilers.
Spoiler warnings.
Special content for podcast viewers.
The podcast is being uploaded to my channel afterwards, but I doubt anyone will go through it trying to find spoilers of my reviews.
You gotta watch it.
Maybe spoilers.
Oh, Applejack!
I love how it's covering everyone but Minty. Minty's just like, hi.
Well, I'm just a boring old unicorn with a bow, raised by Pegasi. There's nothing else. I don't try to be edgy. I don't try to have some kind of dark past. I mean, my OC comes from an orphanage, but she doesn't talk about it. She just has a Vancouver accent, and she studies magic and Canterlot. I mean, yeah, I just try to make her kind of like a background pony with a bit more background and more bony. She's not that good at magic, but she can survive.
Well, I mean, for like my OC, let's just say, originally he was gonna try to be one of Celestia's Royal Guard, but after what was just recently revealed by Equestria Daily about this new property Hasbro's starting to cook up, let's just say my OC is gonna be the first volunteer to like join whatever unit Spike and Shining Armor are gonna be for this Guardians of Harmony toy line.
Applejack intensifies his poof.
Buy our toys.
Buy our toys.
Buy our toys.
What question were we asked?
Oh no, this wasn't a question. This was essentially responding to Micah.
We were just responding to the fact that we were just going on a tangent after about there being no Earth ponies in this podcast.
But the last comment had a point. You're a unicorn with a broken horn. So
to just take it off and become an Earth pony. Well, technically he'll still have a little magic left because this little stump.
Yeah.
Anyways, the next question that Foyo was really excited to answer from Dominican King 340: between Lullaby for a Princess and Children of the Night, which video will you say is better?
Both. You cannot choose between them. You cannot. If you choose between either Lullaby for a Princess or Children of the Night, you are super mean. I can't even say half the stuff that I want to say. You are super mean.
Oh, Dominican.
Okay, then.
You can't choose. If anyone says they like one or the other, then you're lying. You're lying. Okay.
I'm gonna try this logic on people hating on me.
Well,
I'll see if I survive.
I mean, in Children of the Night, there's some really nice painted backgrounds.
They were too blue.
But
It was a nighttime scene.
I do agree with Fuyo. I cannot choose between the two of them, and then Coolman hasn't seen either because.
Can you guys stop adding videos to my queue? There's enough in there.
Coolman only recently got more into the fandom, even though I do credit him as one of the people who got me into watching the show. I was further into the fandom, and I just dragged him in.
You got me into the show. You got me into the show. You come with me into the fandom.
Yes.
Come to the.
He
fandom.
wouldn't have an OC if I hadn't said, "Hey, you want to make an OC?"
Never like a sure.
And then it wouldn't be drawn. It would be a Pony Creator OC if I didn't have my OC artist draw it for him.
I need to use Pony Creator, goddammit.
It's my trigger.
It triggers me so.
You have no idea how many lives are
known
ruined
about
by
it,
Pony Creator.
Okay, see, there are two acceptable uses for Pony Creator. Either you are canned cream, because apparently he can get away with it, or you don't have an artist, or you you can't draw yourself. You don't have an artist yet, or you need to have a basic idea of what your OC looks like to send to an artist to redraw. Those are the only three acceptable uses of Pony Creator.
I see. It's yeah, like right now, like one of my new friend, one of my old friends from college is going to like his first ever pony convention tomorrow, and
he's gonna be wrecked.
And he doesn't even have an OC, and I just volunteered my assistance for him to helping him make an OC. I just gave him a list of things I need to know of him.
Good luck to him.
Oh, he doesn't even have pony merch yet.
The vendor hall tomorrow is gonna be.
He's gonna be broke by the end of the convention.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, sorry, bud. Welcome to the fandom.
Welcome to the fandom. Leave your sanity at the door.
No, leave your wallet at the convention.
Yep. And
basically.
Yeah.
Micah, I'm sorry about that.
I just got sad.
Yeah, I just got sad because Micah just mentioned no pony merch.
Damn it.
Oh,
If
that's
you're
not
a fan of
sad.
crossover, which series or animation do you want MLP to crossover?
Oh.
Wait, did someone ask a question?
Yeah, Dominican did.
When?
Yeah, I think he's asking.
I completely missed that. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, okay.
Sorry, what question was just asked that was answered? Like, we didn't even finish. One person answered, and then that was it.
The question was, Lullaby for a Princess or Children of the Night, which is better?
Oh, okay.
Not all of us could answer that question.
But Fiona said just not to answer that question, or she's gonna be very, very angry at us.
That's fine.
So I prefer not to make myself more enemies.
I will bite you.
And I'll become a vampire?
Well, it didn't work that way, because I'm part fox too, so you might just die.
Right, anyways.
You might get
Okay, so if you're...
I don't have rabies. I'm clean. I got all my shots. They hurt. I don't like
Okay. If a fan of... Okay, wait, which crossover would you like to see in a fan animation with MLP?
Wait.
Well...
maybe Final Fantasy, well, as a genre rather than as one of the specific ones.
Ooh,
with the MLP. I don't know, I would like to see some kind of Final Fantasy type of game with MLP. And not just taking the sixth one and just changing the sprites and the script a bit. Just really something new.
Well, I think it's specifically asking crossover series or animation.
I don't know.
The only ones that I could say already exist. There already exists a Gravity Falls fan animation with My Little Pony. There already exists a Steven Universe one. Maybe Star vs. the Forces of Evil.
Oh, that thing that I should watch. Yeah.
It's gonna get a little weird, gonna get a little wild.
Or Super Smash Bros. With MLP.
So you mean that the pony fighting game that was canceled and became them's fighting herd now?
No. That was not playing at all like Smash Bros.
Oh
god. Well, Foil, you're in the rift. Biter is
He's a robot.
Yeah, his OC is a Pegasus robot.
Wasn't he in the Vage's Halloween thingy?
Yes, he was. He was the robot in that. That's Biter.
Okay. I never heard of him other than that.
He mainly does written reviews versus actual videos. No, I do not accept him as my true Lord and Savior. I'm sorry.
I will not, because I literally just kind of figured out who he was.
And Monica, for me, let's just say I would rebel against him. I would be the Lucifer in that situation.
Fausticorn is the one true savior.
Yep.
Yeah, Fausticorn is the true savior. I got her autograph in my sketchbook.
All hail Fausticorn.
All hail the
I'd
Fausticorn.
rather stay with the Lunar Republic.
How could you, Minty?
Luna, she's so dumb.
Even as Nightmare Moon, she's adorable.
Yeah.
Oh my god, seriously, yes. Like, in the recent finale, just
Which-
was like, I want to hug her. I
But
want to give
by
her
the way, back up a second before you talk about anything finale related. Cool Man, are you caught up in the series?
I am not.
Oh god.
You're in season 5. You're somewhere in season 5. You just haven't finished.
Oh, Nelson just mentioned he also got an autograph from Fausticorn.
I still want
Fausticorn is the OC of Lauren Faust. It is one of the only accepted Alicorn OCs.
Yep.
One of the few. And Lightning Bliss is just adorable, so everyone just deals with it.
Well, Lightning Bliss is
Mary Sue.
Lightning Bliss mentioned she's I can't speak. Lightning Bliss mentioned that she still deals with people calling her overpowered Mary Sue and all this kind of stuff. So no, it is the only true Mary Sue Alicorn is Mary Sue the Alicorn on Mad Munchkin's channel.
Yeah.
Oh god, Mary Sue. I keep repeating every time someone mentions Mary Sue and the Maddie's in the riff talking. I always say Mary Sue is like that little sister that you can't get rid of. You just can't do it.
I want her to use Lord Insert Name here somewhere in her reviews. It was the dark, edgy Black and Red OC that she created for her video on Black and Red OCs or whatever. And he has this like evil plan he's been hatching apparently, but she hasn't reincorporated him in her reviews.
So about that crossover question, I never got to answer.
Yes, we keep getting off track.
Oh, and also me as well.
Answer.
Oh, So there was this game for the PS2 called Furry Fighters, which was a game with animals that had used guns and stuff, but it had the style of humor to it that I think if it was crossed with my MLP, it would be pretty interesting.
Oh, okay, I got my answer, comic. It has to be the Persona series. My God! JRPG, the JRPG physics in conjunction with the school simulator aspect, combined with ponies and friendship. It all makes sense. We can all have Persona ponies.
Persona Pony Sonas?
Pony Sona!
Persona Pony Sona.
Pony Sona! Woo!
I would like to answer too.
Okay.
This is already kind of a thing, but I do like the Kingdom Hearts concept of the pony crossovers, and is Kingdom Hearts. I know these are already like kind of there, but is Kingdom Hearts, Undertale, obviously, and anything from the furry fandom, ish, kind of big-ish on that, like maybe sorta, and I do like the what did I say, Undertale?
Speaking of Undertale, can I just say that I was calling myself Comic Sans long before that existed, so no, my OC is not a reference to that character named Sans.
But you make puns!
You're named after the bad font. Is that an improvement at all?
Both make puns. It's brilliant. It's like the same character.
Seriously, comic.
Everyone thinks my addiction to the font Comic Sans is like because of Comic Sans from Undertale, but I've been using that literally since I started using a computer. Yeah. I love that because it's in all of the anime mangos.
Actually, in comic books and and manga translated to English, it's not Comic Sans. I believe the font is called Gil Sans.
The ones I read is
now you know which name to give to your OC if you're gonna do anime or manga reviews.
Yeah, I know.
Franchising opportunities.
I still don't understand how he came up with Museo-san.
Well, I looked up other Sans fonts, and I found one named, and I found a font Museo Sans, and like Museo kind of sounds more feminine, so I'm gonna use that for my Rule 63 OC.
Yeah, you don't understand. This used to be the Bronycon font.
Is the stream?
Oh my God! What have we done? Wait, I actually like Comic Sans.
Yeah. Well, okay. The story behind Comic Sans is because my OC's real name is Comic Q Sansabard, but he decided to shorten it to Comic Sans, and I could have called him Comic Book, but I didn't want to call him Comic Book, so I made it Comic Sans.
Did he get bullied at school because of his name?
Probably.
Yeah.
Especially because no matter which form it takes, whether his full name, Comic Q Sansabard, text typer commonly refers to him as Sansa Butthead. So, it's pretty easy to make fun of him for that. And then also calling him by the shortened version of the name, you probably could make fun of him. Anyways, did the stream die?
No, there's just a lot of stuff happening in the chat. And there's more questions. Like, if you're a fan of the Equestria Girls series, which Equestria Girls movie is your favorite?
The fourth one that hasn't come out yet, no shang.
Well, I'm gonna go with the odd-even rule and say Rainbow Rocks again.
Yeah, Rainbow Rocks.
As for me, I would actually say Friendship Games.
I actually enjoy all three of them.
Oh, I'm sorry, Fiona. I just only like two of them. You want to guess which one is the one I don't like?
The first one. Honestly, before you say anything, no, I'm not entirely like, oh, the first one is like awesome and it's the greatest start ever. No, it was one of the worst starts to a movie series ever. But there was just, for the fact that they were able to like I don't know. They made the ending in such a way that it's like good to me, and it crossed over to the next series or the next movie, which actually I like that they continue on from the story. And the issue about the second movie is that they kept going back, is basically telling I'm not gonna. Some people haven't actually seen it, so I'm not gonna really spoil much if you still haven't seen it. But that they keep going back and saying that the villain was messed up really badly and was like, oh, oops, my bad.
No offense.
No offense.
None taken. Yeah, but but seriously though, there actually is going to be a fourth Equestria Girls, and I'm not going to mention any of the spoilers of it that I know of because some people don't like spoilers. So there is going to be a fourth one.
A private message. I want to see them.
Well, there isn't any video. It's just press releases, I think. So just search Equestria Daily.
No, that's too much.
I'll in PM I'll tell you what I know about it, like what the theme of it's gonna be and stuff like that. It's not much, but I still don't want to say it in the podcast in case someone goes, "Oh, you spoiled it for me. Why?"
You lost solely by anti-spoiler warning.
Just in case A and Y shows up in the chat and doesn't, so you just A and Y hates spoilers, so. That's why I was specifically mentioning him. But in case any of the 8 people watching this would rather not get spoiled,
Well,
you've been spoiled,
or people in the cast in the podcast themselves.
I just want one thing in the new movie.
Well, it's on Netflix, Zarek. You could probably see it.
I still haven't seen it. I have a live gun.
You haven't gone to see which movies?
He hasn't seen the third Equestria Girls because he has a life.
I see.
Cool.
It's right on the website.
I have it on a Google Drive if you want. I have like literally the entire season 5 and a Google document, and included into that is the movie.
Well, comic tells me it's on Netflix.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Well, if you got Netflix, then that's fine. But there's another question. I think it's the last one. It's which character?
Well, yeah, which character in the Equestria Girls series is your favorite?
Sunships.
Ready?
I like Phoenix Butt. She's awesome. Huh?
Phoenix Butt.
I like definitely like Sonata.
Yes.
Cause Sonata and also Sugarcoat.
What's that again?
Sugarcoat. She was the one with the red glasses in from Crystal Prep in the third movie.
Oh, the
one who didn't sugarcoat anything.
No.
Contrary to her name.
Sugarcoat doesn't sugarcoat.
Yes. And that's not. There was nothing spoilery about what I said.
I would have yelled at you if there was. Don't worry.
In Equestria Girls movie universe. Okay, the question that I'm wondering: where do they get their names? They don't have cutie marks. They don't.
Well, they discover what they want to do in life, and they somehow find a article of clothing with a surprisingly unique symbol on it.
So if I can see it clearly, you see that there's the mother. She's about to give birth. There's the doctor, and he says, "It's a boy," and he's gonna be very good in mathematics.
I don't know. All I know is that in the first movie, with the CMC in the Equestria Girls universe, they play part of their song from Showstoppers. They cut it off before they say pony or whatever. But what would the lyrics have been? When you're a younger human.
Yeah.
What would the lyrics have been? When you're a younger human and you don't have a piece of clothing that represents your talent.
But I want my cutie mark.
That's very
Listen, Apple Zoom, you're gonna have an iPhone. Are you alright? But I want a Unimart.
When you're a younger Monster High ripoff.
I mean, it's half true. It's in a similar style.
The whole reason that the Equestria Girls was something that Hasbro actually made was partially because of the humanized fan art, partially because they wanted some line of toys to compete with the Monster High toys.
Yep. Well, I mean, if you want to compete with monsters, you can make the other characters monsters. But I mean, it worked a bit too well.
Well, you see, with the Monster High, they have a excuse. I haven't seen any of Monster High. I don't know if it's a TV show or anything. All I know is that with Monster High, it kind of makes sense. They're all supposed to be teenaged monsters, werewolves, vampires, ghosts, oh my, or whatever. So it makes sense that they're gonna have ghoulish features in their toothpick thin female stereotype bodies. But with the Equestria Girls merchandise, in canon, there are seven people from the Canterlot High who can pony up.
Well,
but in any merchandise, no matter what the character it is, no matter what they're doing in that merchandise, whether they're going to a sleepover, performing at a rock concert, pep rally, whatever, no matter what they're doing in that merchandise, they all have the bona fide ears, and it makes no sense.
It's Equestria Girls. Do you expect any sense?
No. I mean, I understand if it was like the main 6 plus Sunset, so the Humane 5. Well, actually, yeah, Humane 5 plus Sunset, and in the merchandise that only had pony ears. But there's a vinyl scratch with pony ears but human body, and it just doesn't make any sense. Vinyl, the human world vinyl scratch is not connected to her pony equivalent. Okay, next, this is a new question.
I'm pretty sure there's no skeletons in Monster High.
Yeah. I mean, it's really a bad idea because they're going to be accused of promoting anorexia.
Well, there probably is a way they could incorporate a skeleton-like character into Monster High.
No, I mean, I've seen a few of them because my little sister loved it, but I don't remember any being in there.
No, because the only way I could see how they could incorporate that would be like the Mexican Day of the Dead characters where it's kind of not as grotesque skeleton kind of thing, it's like skeleton overlaid over skin in a weird way, I guess, how it's kind of depicted.
Like Grim Fandango.
Yeah, I guess kind of like that, I guess. Anyway, we have a new question. Even though they don't have a lot of character development, which stallion is your favorite?
Oh my god, that is so easy to answer right now. Ever since Season 5 came out, the answer to that is obviously Fashion Plate.
Who?
Fashion Plate, from episode 14 of Season 5.
Oh.
I don't remember what...
Who?
He was the photographer.
Oh, the photographer in the Canterlot Boutique.
Seriously, you can't not love him. It's not even perfect.
I like Big Mac.
Big Mac's Double Diamond.
Also Double Diamond.
Oh
Double
yeah.
Diamond, yes.
Yep.
I like Double Diamond and Brayburn and Big Mac and
Well, Brayburn kind of got weakened for me following Season 5.
Well, because Double Diamond is like Brayburn's counterpart.
Oh, don't you mean AC Race Base?
Yes, AC Race Base got put into the show, and he's called Double Diamond.
Wait a minute, but then we also have to give respect to Party Favor. He's honestly one of the female characters that honestly didn't get the short end of the stick.
Yes.
And was actually honorable.
But I make the joke often when I'm talking about the first episode, the first two-parter of Season 5. It's just like during the climactic thing, it's like it's Party Favor. Don't question it. just doesn't sound the same. Instead of it's Pinkie Pie, don't question it, it's party favor, don't question it?
It's party favor, don't question it. See, I was able to get that out smoothly.
No. I was purposely questioning the thing that says don't question it, because it just, we're so used to for the longest time the meme is just Pinkie Pie, don't question it. But now we have Party Favor who can do similar fourth wall breaking, physics-defying things. Also, cheese sandwich. It's cheese sandwich, don't question it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Cheese Sandwich is also a very respectable male character.
I mean, they can't have Weird Al come in as a show regular, but it would be awesome if Weird Al came on the show again.
Yeah, well, I don't know, just something with his return, but I feel if he did a return, he would overshadow the entire conflict, and I really don't know what else to do with his character.
It could, like, he doesn't have to be the main focus of an episode.
Yeah,
like, Coco Pomel was not a main focus of the episode. She came back in, spoiler alert, sorry, Zarek. Coman, whatever your name is.
And Diesel Pony.
But, yeah, I feel like he would steal the show, so if he had to do a comeback, he would either need to be with someone else that is famous to try to share it in a way and make it interesting.
Well, there are a lot of celebrity bronies. You never know.
Hey, we could have an episode with Rupert Grint voicing a pony.
Words.
Yep,
Cannot
words.
speak.
Vin Diesel pony.
Yeah. Malika said, for the everyone's buy for a diamond. I say everyone's buy for Daya. It's a joke. If you watch anime like Shugo Chakara.
Think about it. Vin Diesel pony. Think of him in a car race with.
Or Liam Neeson pony.
Oh gosh.
Come on, guys, you're making my bones now.
Oh, come on. What about a Ryan Reynolds pony?
I don't know who you
Making my
are.
bones
I
now.
don't know where you are. But I will find you, and I will hug you.
Ryan Reynolds would be like that poor sap that's unemployed right now due to his better counterpart in the form of Deadpool coming in to show him off. Look at me! I'm more successful than you, Ryan.
Hey. Don't mention Deadpool. Not everyone has seen that movie. I mean, I saw it yesterday, but still.
Yeah, that just came out. Come on.
I don't plan to watch it, so.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie. That's all I'll say. It was fantastic.
Yeah. I'm glad. Even though I didn't spoil anything, it's like, yeah, I'm still kind of a bit hyped up from it.
Yes, I do know that Vin Diesel played both Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy and the Iron Giant. I'm aware of those 2 times when he played those characters. Okay, Twilight is the leader of a team, but who would be your personal pick for the leader of the main 6?
Can I answer the last question, please?
Oh, did you never get the answer to you just never get to answer that question? What was the question?
Favorite stallion.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
In the Slice of Life episode, they brought in the dude pony.
Actually, he was in one of the previous episodes. I think Cutie Pox. When the CMC were going bowling, he was in the background.
Completely irrelevant, and yeah, that's definitely my favorite style.
Oh yeah, did you notice the dude pony? He has a rug as his cutie mark. It really ties his flank together.
Really does.
Dude pony. He's like, dude, and then Dr. Hoops is like, what's dude?
No, man. No, he keeps saying man. In case you're wondering, Fiona, the dude, the crew of ponies is they're a reference to a movie, The Big Lebowski.
Best movie
I never
ever.
seen it.
Not just a movie, the best movie.
I've seen bits and pieces though. I've seen enough to get the reference, but I haven't actually seen the full movie.
You gotta see that full movie. That movie's just amazing.
I'm pretty sure that the dude pony has a rug as a cutie mark, and I think one of the other ponies has a coffee can as his cutie mark. Or maybe that was a different reference. I don't know. The coffee can is another reference to that movie too. Slice of life. And my favorite canonization of a character from Slice of Life, besides Derpy or Muffins, would probably be Secret Agent Bon Bon.
You mean Sweetie Drops?
Yes. Also, Vinyl Scratch and Octavia being roommates.
Yes, I love the room. It's so weird.
Although apparently that was a change. Apparently, Vinyl Scratch and Octavia originally didn't live together in one draft of the script, and during that whole crazy drive through Ponyville, Vinyl Scratch would crash into Octavia's house and pick up Octavia that way. But then they changed it. Then they changed that. There's a lot of things that were cut or changed from that Larson revealed. Apparently, there's going to be a scene where a group of recolors bumps into another group of recolors, and it's just awkward.
It would have been great. Oh gosh,
that would have been amazing.
Lyra bumping into Amethyst Star.
Like Lyra in Colgate running into it.
No, not like a duplicate, a recolor. Like, you know how they have like certain background ponies that like they just same model but they change the colors kind of thing. It would be two groups of recolors just bumping into each other and just being really awkward for like a minute. Was apparently something that was cut. Also apparently, even though they were gonna name officially canonize Derpy's name as Muffins, even though it's not mentioned in the actual script, it's mentioned in the credits. In one of the original scripts, Larson actually put Derpy for Derpy's lines, and Hasbro told him to change it. Even though the name was not mentioned in the entire episode, and it was credited as Muffins.
And you know the stupidest thing about this? The very first thing Derpy says in the episode is muffins.
Muffins?
Yes.
Yeah, she just put some muffins there.
It's so cute.
So of course you just think, okay, is the first thing she's gonna say is her name?
She's a Pokemon.
Yep.
Sorry that I'm louder than everyone else. What I'm doing is I'm recording the call with everyone else, so I speak really loudly, and the voices you hear from everyone else is coming from my speakers to my microphone, so it's a lot quieter. Sorry. Someone was complaining about how I'm much louder than everyone else.
You're loud. Can we go back to that question, though?
Yeah.
It was Twilight is the leader of the team, but who would you personally pick, or who would you pick to be the leader of the main six? I think you meant personally there, but...
I'm gonna reply Applejack because of one single line she said back in season 4. Is anyone else thinking that it could be Alaska's?
What?
Yeah,
she says?
Yeah, she says, do you think that it's gonna be Alaska's? Talking about trying to solve the thing with the vines. I'm not talking about the 6 seconds long videos that are polluting the internet. I'm talking about the other ones with the Tree of Harmony. She just says that out of nowhere.
Well, for me, I would honestly say Pinkie Pie.
What?
She would be one of the most unconventional leaders, and I feel like she would make for like someone spreading friendship to like the whole of Equestria a whole lot more fun, if you will.
No, I think the best option for leader of the main six is clearly Tank.
What?
No, of course.
Clearly, Rainbow Dash's tortoise is the best leader. Okay. Serious answer. Rainbow Dash.
Oh. Okay. I now see where this is going. So it's gonna be an Applejack versus Rainbow Dash versus Pinkie Pie debate, huh?
I got my votes on Rarity.
I mean, Twilight does the best job. But Rainbow Dash has been shown to be a good leader, at least in her later seasons. Maybe not season 1 Rainbow Dash, not so much, but season 5 Rainbow Dash, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Actually, I like to change my answer.
I like to change my answer too, thanks to Malika. If we were just saying main things, I would have said Pinkie. But if we were including other characters, Spike.
No, he said the main 6. Like, who would be the main 6? So I'm guessing.
Could we count Spike as part of the main 6? I don't know.
Technically, he's like part of like how everything is set up because he is like the cleaner person type thingy. But I would like to change my answer to either Fluttershy or Rarity.
Oh.
Cool Man. I think I know Cool Man's answer.
Yeah, I've already said it twice.
Oh, what was it? Rarity?
Yes.
Yeah, Rarity wins then.
essentially, like, looks like Rarity did win. Dang it, Fiona!
Nice job, Cool Man, Stan. We won.
So officially, we still have a unicorn for a leader.
Hey, it's not a bad pro. Well, I think that is a unicorn, so maybe I'm racist.
Unicorn's Master Race.
Unicorn's Master Race, come on!
Well, you do remember in the pilot of the show where they talk about Celestian Luna, you refer them as unicorns.
Yes, that was before the term alicorn was tossed around.
It still counts in my heart, in my brain.
in your heart of hearts and your brain of brains.
Yep, and the thing that points out of the brain, that is the horn.
And also the thing that comes out from your bow.
Yeah. Are unicorns gonna be like the Nazis now? No.
Oh god.
No, it's just a joke that because if you think about it, Pegasi can fly. Whoop-de-doo. Earth ponies are strong. Fantastic. Unicorns can use motherfucking magic.
We can levitate. We can levitate with our horns and soar across the sky. Move heavy things.
I mean, we solve problems with our heads.
Literally.
But we can fly. I'm so tempted to sing part of the Fly from
Anything
Taste
you
for the
can do,
Memory.
I can do better.
Well, then again, Starlight Glimmer kind of helped the unicorn debate very.
Yeah, because she was.
OP.
I mean, if you think about it, Starlight Glimmer doing all this stuff wasn't that impressive. One of the Cake Twins was levitating themselves as a foal.
Yes.
But then again, that does mean that possibly like a Pumpkin Cake and Starlight Glimmer are anomalies because we don't see any other unicorns do that, do we?
Well, we don't see unicorns do stuff in general.
Okay, has everyone answered the previous question? Because we have another question.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, which background character or character do you want to be the focus of an episode?
Oh, I'm gonna have a lot of hatred about it, but Dinky and Derpy in an adventure doing stuff.
Oh yeah, I probably should have. I actually had these like intros planned for people, and I never said them when I introduced you guys. So yeah, Minty. If you don't know who he is, he did a lot of fan animations such as Project Thundercloud, Dinky's Destiny. He's working on something called Moonbow. I think. I don't know if I should say that out loud.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
It's gonna be edgy as I cannot say. Yeah, but it's gonna be very edgy.
But yes, he's an animator, and he particularly likes animating stories with Dinky and Derpy.
Because they're cute, that's all. Also, weird canon about Dinky and Derpy.
Wait, we are canon about that?
No, head canon.
Oh,
okay.
I believe they are because I think there was an episode where Dinky and Derpy was next to each other.
Yes, because that's how the fandom defines relationships. Oh no, Lyra and Bonbon were sitting next together in this one scene. They must be a couple.
Well, they proved it in the Crush Your Girls movies.
Also, episode 100, they were totally meaning in a relationship by best friends.
Hashtag bedroom eyes forever.
I mean, you've all seen the picture where we see three couples. You have Shining Armor and Cadence on one side. You have the donkey from the episode with Smile Song.
Cranky Doodle Donkey and Matilda.
Yep, and you have Lyra and Bun Bun on the other side. You have two married couple and two lesbians.
Who could want more than that?
Anyways, let's see. What I would like to see an episode revolving around Celestia.
You consider
because no, not just that. Then people would stop saying that Celestia does nothing if we actually see what she does during her day.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of cool seeing. It was kind of cool seeing Celestia and Luna actually arguing like sisters in the 100th episodes.
Yes.
I just died. I was like, yes.
A Celestia and Luna episode that it could even. I wouldn't care if it was the exact plot of the Luna Micro series. Like, just a Celestia and Luna episode. Like, just focusing on them. Don't even have the main six in it. Just focus on them. Royal sisters being sisters.
I honestly, for me, I honestly have to choose more episodes revolving around Brayburn and Vinyl and Octavia, and as well as maybe a few more Sweetie Belle and Diamond Tiara episodes.
Oh, interesting.
For me, I would actually say we need some cheerily love, don't we all?
I say bring more Earth, more not Earth ponies, but well, yeah, maybe a few more Earth ponies.
I want to see Fluttershy's parents.
I want to see Fluttershy's siblings if she has one.
Yeah.
She's an orphan.
I want the main six to. I mean, we've seen Twilight's parents. We've seen Rarity's parents. We had a flashback that may or may not have included Rainbow Dash's dad. We've seen Pinky's parents and the rest of her family, but we haven't seen. And Applejack's parents are confirmed dead. Possible.
That's kind of sad since it's like a little kid show.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. I don't know if you've seen that episode where they just one throwaway line that says like if Mom and Dad were here. Anyways, but they haven't shown Fluttershy's parents.
Yeah, I think she's the only one.
What if it turns out that Fluttershy and Scootaloo are related?
There's a fan comic where apparently Scootaloo was Fluttershy's child that she gave up when she was born.
But you remember who was the dad in that comic?
Who?
Rainbow Dash.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying that magic doesn't allow to do a lot of great stuff, but it's pushing a bit the ground.
Yeah, that was a little odd. I mean, maybe.
Actually, when I read that comic, I didn't see it as Rainbow Dash being the father. I saw it as Rainbow Dash comforting her friend who had like a boyfriend abandon her or something. I never saw it as Rainbow Dash being the father in that comic.
Oh gosh, think of it this way: Maury, but with MLP. And you just see the ponies. You just see Fluttershy and his say, well, we've done a DNA test, and you're the mother.
So Bulk Bicep, despite having wings, is more like an Earth pony than a Pegasus, right? Yes, because he can still fly better than Scootaloo.
Wait a minute.
Bulk
I just realized something. Bulk Biceps is kind of like in the same vein as Fluttershy. In the sense, like, they're more Earth pony than they are Pegasus.
Well, also,
Scoots can't fly.
It's funny because Bulk Biceps apparently can fly well enough to enter the Wonderbolt Academy, but he has the same size wings as Scootaloo.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying Scootaloo and Bulk is like kind of the same because both their wings are small, so they both have like some kind of wing disorder or something that it's apparently is canon in the show now, and like they both can't fly well. Like they both can fly a little bit. Bulk Biceps is more like, I guess he's stronger and could like at least fly up in the air, but it takes a lot of effort. And same with Scootaloo, they could fly, but it takes them a lot of effort.
Well, Bulk Biceps apparently was good at flying, but was a good enough flyer to get into the Wonderbolt Academy. So consistency, what's that?
I don't know. It's pretty useful once in a while, but it's MLP, so.
Oh, there's another question we have. Throughout the entire show, if something were to happen to Twilight, who would you pick to be the element of magic? Well,
Sunset Shimmer.
Luna.
I honestly, surprisingly, I usually would go and say Sunset Shimmer, but actually after like the last episode, I'd have to say Glimmer. Starlight Glimmer.
Or Trixie. Trixie could be a replacement.
I say it's a time between Starlight and Sunset.
I like the Spike idea.
Spike.
Hey, for once you would have something to do.
True.
Remember when he had Rainbow Dash element and then Twilight said, "Now you're Spike. You're Rainbow Dash."
Trixie is the element of deception.
Yep. The element of deception.
No, that's Flim and Flam.
That could be. No, they're the element of this like scheming.
It's funny, in the Reflections arc, in the alternate reality, there was like I want to bring it up. There's like it actually shows a few of the. I'm not gonna bring it up for the people watching. I'm gonna bring it up personally for myself, just so I can remember. I think it was part 2. But yeah, they had alternate versions of like. Of some of the villains as good guys. Like, I think Discord was Captain Good Guy.
Captain Good Guy.
It was pretty lame. No, it wasn't part 2 that showed it? Nope. Yeah, it was. Okay. Flim and Flam were Fairness. And this is the alternate Equestria where everyone's morality is flip-flopped. Anyways, yeah. Trixie was Humility. Derpy is Wisdom, which I found kind of offensive because they're implying that Derpy is stupid in the regular reality.
Yeah, there's some comic writers that would punch just for saying that. Because
they're not saying it. They're implying, because it's the opposite of the regular Equestria, that in regular Equestria, Derpy is stupidity and she's not. But anyways, and then Chrysalis is love.
Well, she likes love.
No, in the alternate reality, she is love, and the parasite is Cadence.
Beautiful.
But I mean, I get they were trying to throw in a cameo from Derpy in this scene, but it would have made more sense if it was another villain, because they have Flim and Flam, Trixie, and Chrysalis. The one that doesn't belong is Derpy, unless Derpy is a villain in the regular reality.
Ooh, that could
Well, she is. I mean, remember what she did to Rainbow Dash? She was trying to kill her, but she failed. I mean, she also tried to kill Twilight and almost succeeded, but apparently unicorn horns are pretty strong against refrigerators.
Refrigerators?
Oh yeah, and Feeling Pinky Keen when Derpy drops everything on Twilight.
Did everyone answer that, actually?
I think so.
I forgot the question.
Who would you choose as the main 6 leader?
Yeah, everyone answered that one then.
I didn't answer the last question.
I think the last, the element of magic, if something happened to Twilight, who would, did you do that one?
I did not.
Your turn.
Final scratch.
Oh. I actually might accept that.
Only because...
I guess you would say everyone would love it.
Okay, well, I guess this podcast has been going on for 2 hours now. Well, that's including the pre-show, but still. So I think we're gonna wrap things up.
I say answer that last question because I wanted to spend.
Yeah, we'll answer that last question. Then that'll be the last question before we end the podcast.
Yeah. So for the last question, if Spike were to meet his real parents, what would you do? What would
do you think Twilight would do?
Oh, okay. I think Twilight would, I guess, kind of like the episode when he went to meet the other dragons. I guess like she kind of like follow him, kind of there to make sure he's all right, and if something went wrong, that she'll be there to protect him, just in case if needed. So I say try to give him a chance and let him go back with his parents, but also check in on him every so often, just in case if he wants to come back or is homesick, because Twilight is the one who hatched him, but not birthed him, I guess.
Yeah. I think she would leave the decision up to Spike whether he continues being her assistant or goes with his family. But maybe it would bring Spike's parents in as a sort of secondary character to have plots revolving around them with their involvement, kind of thing. I guess it would bring another family into the mix. I mean, it's kind of like when the Apple family is part of an episode. They're secondary characters, basically. It would create new secondary characters. But Twilight would give Spike the option, and whether or not they stick with the status quo or decide to alter it would be up to how the writers decide to do it.
Spoiled it. Spike stays.
Spoiler.
Because the status quo is God, apparently.
Something friendship.
I mean, for like me, I would honestly feel like if Twilight were actually seeing the parents and Spike's reaction was like very positive, I think she would be hard to like actually push him away. Like I said, it'd be like, Spike, listen, I feel like you'd have no future if you stay with me.
Wow.
If you had like your
kind of harsh
parents, you can actually progress with yourself. You know, make something out of yourself. And I would be just happy hearing that from you.
Definitely need a few books first, that's for sure.
Well, has everyone answered the question?
I
think so.
Okay, well, the next podcast will be in roughly 2 weeks. I have no clue which comic we'll discuss in the first discussion portion, and I have no clue what we're going to do for the ever-changing segment, but the third segment will be another Q&A. The co-host and maybe the special guest will be completely different. Well, I mean, not completely. I mean, maybe I'll have some of these chuckleheads back, but But the goal is to have different people every single week or every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Anyways, maybe next time we'll talk about the Deadpool movie. I don't know.
I'm not gonna be able to watch it until it's like out on Netflix or something.
Okay, well, I don't know. I'll make another announcement video announcing what the topics we'll be discussing in the next podcast will be in about 2 weeks. So, gonna play the disproportionately epic theme music again, which I don't know if I mentioned it in the beginning, but it was composed by Silverstream, the one and only Zebra Alicorn. Yes.
Gary Stu.
Anyways, I guess this has been Bits and Pieces.
Nice.
I've been Comic Sans. You guys want to say goodbye?
Later, guys.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to all of us.
Yes, well, I will post links to everyone who is in this podcast and links in the description below.
Make sure you put my DA because that's where I'm also mainly active.
Okay, so you guys want to say specifically any goodbyes? Well, that was my 2 bits on Friends Forever number 25 until I do an actual review of it, as well as my 2 bits on Foyona's video and whatever these questions were asked of us, my 2 bits on them and such.
Hey, thank you guys for watching. This is Fiona. Keep your stars up high.
This is Nova Brony signing off and ciao!
And this is Minty Root, and I have absolutely no idea why I was there in the first place. Goodbye!
This is Cool Man Stan signing out.
Yes.